Hey everybody, Dion here, standing up tall. I'm never usually standing up this tall for these lives. Now I'm on my tippy toes. How's everybody? Welcome. What is today? It's Wednesday afternoon. It's almost 5, maybe it already is 5, I don't know, but we're on part 3. Guys, I'm gonna keep working on this wardrobe. Yesterday I put the second coat on, and today we're going to start using the Birds, Branches, and Blossoms rubber IOD stamps. Let me show you something. You get these stamps, you can pretty well just make anything. You can pretty well make anything. Look at them. Okay, you can't wear them out. Now they're a little dirty because that's just the way I am. Birds, branches, blossoms. Boom. All right, so my customer, this is a custom order. Hello everybody. And she has requested that the top have some birds and branches and blossoms sprayed on the top. Now, granted, once we do all of this, you know we're gonna be like sanding and rustic and just really wearing down the finish so it doesn't have a just painted look. I have no interest or use for a just painted look, not my style. So we're gonna distress and sand, but these are the IOD, these are rubber stamps. You can put them like this. I keep them in a baggie once I open the package and pull them off of the backing, but they do come on a sheet in a package and they're super easy to work with. Okay. Sorry, my son came up to the window and did this like he's leaving for the gym. So we're gonna create a little bit of a pattern up on them, and I'm gonna use the color that's down here, this beige brown color. It's sandy blonde. I'm gonna show you right here. I don't know if you can see the bottom. And the very bottom color is crinoline. But just to recap, in case this is your first time watching and you did not see part 1 or part 2, we have Old 57, which is a color by DIY. All of this is DIY, by the way. It's the only paint that I use on my furniture as far as mineral-based paints go. Now, if I add acrylic to it, that's something totally different. But this is Old 57, Mint Chippers. It's not the real name, it's Mint Chip. Mermaid Tail, sandy blonde, and down at the bottom I have crinoline. All right, so again, this is 2 coats of DIY paint because we're gonna sand the crud out of this thing once we get, okay, I made you all cattywampus. My vocabulary is not real strong right now for some reason today. The weather decided to be nice to us. So I've got boys going to the gym, boys playing baseball in the front yard, boys hitting in the backyard in the batting cages. Oh Lord! You can put off your own live and editing video. Oh, you were getting ready to go live. Oh, sorry, she paints. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the sandy blonde color. Promise I had everything right here ready. Iron Orchid Designs makes a piece called the brayer. What you do is you pour your paint down on a flat surface, you roll this into the paint, you fill up your brayer, and then you take that and you basically roll it nice and smoothly over your stamp. Take your stamp, ba-bom, bom, bom, ba-bom, bom. So one side, I'm gonna make it a little higher. This side, I'll make them a little bit lower. We'll have some birds. Then my client wants to decide if that's enough or if she would like for me to also add a bunch of flower petals and flowers, blossoms along the bottom. But we're gonna do this step by step, and that's what we're working on today. So thanks for being here, you guys. Let's get going. I have all of my equipment right down here. I'm going to start, like I said, with sandy blonde, and I'm going to start with the branches first. Bear with me. I know you guys can't see all of this, and I apologize. I'm usually kind of sitting much lower and on the floor, but since we're doing the top, my working space is down here. Let's go ahead and grab some AirPods too so you can hear me better. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me better. I don't know if that made a difference or not, but let's get going with the stamp. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me, please. Have patience. I'm doing a little something down here, getting ready. Okay. So I have the stamp. I have it coated with the sandy blonde for the branch. I'm just going to lightly press these. They're going to be kind of heavy, and I am going to want them to be distressed. I'm going to want them to be more subtle and definitely not perfect. I'm going to take what's left on this one. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to come in over here, flip it over, and use what's left on this side. There's still a little bit of paint on my stamp. I'm just pressing into it, and I'm going to pull it off. So it's not as full, but we're going to carry our branches over a little bit. Okay. Use this one. Now, in this particular package comes several different branches, different sizes, so you can kind of just play with it, guys. It's just kind of, there's an art in itself, and you really can't mess it up, guys. Don't worry about getting it just perfect. You can add as many branches as you choose to, and make it as heavy as you'd like. I'm going to have one coming down right here, so I can have my bird perched up on this tree. The next thing we'll do is we'll add a bunch of leaves. And I'm gonna flip it over, come down here. So I know I'm doing good because my customer texted me a few minutes ago and said she caught my Facebook Live where I was working on this yesterday, and she said, tears, it's not even done and I have tears. So I know I'm doing okay. I know she likes it, so that makes me feel really good. And this piece will be shipped to southern sunny California. I'm not sure it's sunny right now. I've heard they're getting a lot of rain. Okay. See, I'll put a little more on this one. If you're just popping on, guys, we're on part 3 of a wardrobe makeover. It's a custom order for a client, and I'm letting you guys kind of help me out as we go through this process together. Always love it when I get the text and she says, I love it, you're not even done, and she's already, says, as silly as it seems, she's in tears. So that makes me happy. That makes me know she loves it. And then they have a little short one too. Thanks, guys. A little more. This is going to be sanded really heavily once we get it all finished. Get it to look soft and supple. Okay, I gotta stand back and look. Actually, I can just look in the camera. Do you have the stamp? Sheila, I think I may have 1 or 2. You might look on my website. I don't remember how many I have. I might have them on my website though. I sold a bunch of IOD yesterday, and that's why I'm not sure what my current stock is. And actually, a lot of what I have, I go through it pretty quickly. Okay. Again, I'm using Sandy Blonde, which is the color that's down here, the fourth color that's over here. This, we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna do like this. Just kind of playing with it, guys. Just kind of looking at what it would look like. We could probably wrap a branch around the side if we wanted to. We're gonna put some birds. We're gonna put some petals. We'll put some blossoms kind of falling. Let me do a few more branches because I can, and I want them to be really subtle. Oh, that dried too quickly, you guys. That dried way too quickly. Let me do that again. Okay. Ta-da! Wrap that around the top. I know that I'm not looking at your questions or comments, and I apologize, but I really want to focus on this, getting this done for my client. We do have a class I'm teaching Sunday, and so I'm getting ready for that too, and prepping for it and getting my students ready for it. So excited to offer this class. If you're interested, it's still available to sign up for the class. It's an online class, stay at home, any jams, however you want to do it. Sunday from 2 to 5, I think. Those cracks on there, it's branches. I know it's in its beginning stage, darling, so it looks a little bit choppy and crunchy right now, but it won't stay crunchy forever. It'll stay. It will not be crunchy forever. It's a little like, I don't know what you're doing with the cracks. No. I can't decide because the possibilities are like endless. You know? It's like, you could do. Oh yes, Coral. Jump in the Cadillac. You know how you get a song stuck in your head? Jump in the Cadillac. Girls put some miles on it. Anything. I don't know. Why? Where did it even come from? I don't know. You love my hat? Quita Allen of All Shaved Out. Thank you very much. See a little Q? She hand painted that. And I'm waiting on my turquoise one. Haven't got it yet. And the reason I haven't got it yet is because I haven't bought it yet. I'm just being honest. What is required? Not much. Not much. I show you how to take a piece of furniture, create a custom finish on it. You can either paint with me or you can just watch it later. You get 4 weeks to watch the class. I put you in a private group, and I have a material list available for you to look at in case you are interested in taking the class. And I have that posted on my website. I show the piece of furniture that we're going to mimic and recreate the finish. It was a finish that I did when Q and I went to Solana Beach in California, and we went to Debbie Beard's shop, and it was a piece I did there, and I want to recreate that finish on Sunday in an online class. Okay, feeling pretty good. Please. Thank you. So where else? Let me think about this. Kind of want to wrap. Yeah, here we go. So the last piece I did, the last two pieces, I hand painted the flowers on and the vines. With this, I wanted to do branches because that is what my customer had asked for. So we're going to give her the style and design that she's after. And if we get it down with the birds and the branches and the blossom, I think that's enough. I'm pretty pumped about that. That looks good. So then you have rubber stamps with paint all over them. I do hope your client sends you a pic of this beautiful piece once. I do too. I'll have to text her that. So they're messy, but you just go and run them under hot water and you're good to go to use them for next time. Okay. So we'll go with some blossoms next, which means I need to get one of our greens. We have Fancy Farm Girl and Gypsy Green. Tony and I was talking about you the other day. We talked about coming to a class. Sheila Cooksey will come on. Come on, they look like hot glue from molds. Yeah. The next class will be in April. I'm thinking April 27th is about the date that I'm thinking. If you are thinking of coming to a class, I am going to have a guest. I believe it's going to be Leah Noel from Leah Noel Designs. That's what our plan is. I'm just kind of waiting on the baseball schedule. So I'm taking my brayer and I'm basically removing all of the paint from it so I can get started with my green and we can start doing blossoms. I feel like you're too far away. Do you feel like that? I feel like you need to be able to see closer. So let's bring you in closer. Hi, Carrie Carter. Okay. Sandy blonde branches. That's what you're seeing. Just a base. We're going to add some leaves now. So I want actually Gypsy Green and Fancy Farm Girl. Okay, I'm lying because I can't find my Farm Girl. I can't. So, let me pour this out. So, there are different leaves, but this is one size. I did not add the molding. It was original. I did not add the molding. That was an original to this piece. And this piece is already sold, guys. It's going to Southern California. I'm going to get some Gypsy Green. Pour that out. Okay, bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you interested in seeing how easy this is, it's pretty easy because, well, not to say that I wouldn't do it if it wasn't easy, but it's pretty easy. It just kind of helps that it's easy, right? I mean, you don't even have to think. So I have the green on here. Hi, Kieran. I must just start down here. Now when I get to the birds, I'm going to do a base, but then I'm going to come in with a bunch of different colors as well. And I'll probably grab my little artist brushes because I want them to look very custom. And you know birds. Birds have, 90 bajillion colors on them in their feathers. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. If you're excited as I am, do a little jiggy and run in place right there. If you're as excited as I am, okay? Okay. Okay. There's really no rhyme or reason where I'm placing it. But we'll put our blossoms next to each green grouping, okay? And then we'll probably have a couple make it look like they're falling too. Sorry, I didn't know I was so close. What? Sorry. That was rude. And then we have some littles too. So let's do some littles. Okay, now some littles, some little petals. Let's see, here. I usually am able to use it twice once I load the stamp. I put a couple of little ones over here, and then we'll have this side all set up. Guys, this is DIY paint. If you're not familiar with it, it's a clay base. It's phenomenal and it works really well for blending. Boom. Boom. Awesome. Okay. All right. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. So that's starting to come together, but while I have the green paint poured, I'm going to go ahead and start on this side too. So I have 3 sizes of petals. Okay, so let me keep going before my paint dries out. I've got 2 heaters on it here in the garage. Lightly press it. Okay, next. Next. Okay, moving right along. I hope this isn't boring to anybody, but if it is, well, I mean, I'm not making you watch, but you know what I mean. Hope it's not boring. I'm having a ball. To make it look like some of the petals are falling too. We'll have to do that. So I'll just put paint on one of the leaves. You know what I mean? So funny, you see me turning it, I'm like, I don't know, this way, I don't know. What do you think? Okay, a few more. Guys, I feel like we need a few more leaves. if I had my other green, I would be adding some more of that. And I do have my other green, and I'm gonna add some more of it, but it's inside. I don't want to walk away from the live while you're here. That's all. So I think I'll just kind of make it look like this one's falling. Ta-da! Okay, so now let's grab some blossoms, guys. Hang on while I grab my paint. I think I'm going to use the, the Kissing Booth. And then I'm also going to end up using a little bit of petticoat pink. Now, Kissing Booth is a fuchsia. Okay. So let me get some of that out, and we'll start applying some flowers as we go. You know what, guys? I messed up. No, I didn't. Oh, I did not mess up. So when you get your stamps, they come on a sheet like this. You can pull them off, or you can leave them on here. But I'm going to definitely pull mine off, and then I store them in a baggie. And they come in different sizes. There's different birds on here. Pretty cool thing. Hello from Primrose Farm in Hinsdale, Massachusetts. Hello. Welcome. My name is Dionne Woods, and I'm with the Turquoise Iris. And well, I paint furniture. And sometimes I pop on here and show you what I'm doing. Okay, sorry. I should have pulled these off beforehand. I wanted some different sizes of flowers. So I'm going to get the base done in Kissing Booth. Like I said, that's our fuchsia from the DIY line. And then I'll end up coming in with some of our petticoat pink and soften some of the bold color of the fuchsia. So I'll take my little cluster here. Again, once this is done, guys, it's going to be softened really heavily by sanding. Right now, everything is really intense. It's really bold, looks brand new, and I want it. Yay! What am I supposed to do? Someone said you're supposed to. I wonder if I'm doing something wrong. I wouldn't put it past me because I don't follow instructions too well. You're supposed to. That noise is my heater. It is. Does Reclaimed Warehouse have the stamps? Sheila, they don't. But there is a store in Norman that has them. The store in Norman is too close to Reclaimed Warehouse, and so for territory issues, I cannot have them at Reclaimed Warehouse. But there's a store in Norman off of Flood, and I cannot remember the name. But if you look it up, if you look up IOD. If you go to Iron Orchid Designs, you can go to brick and mortar stores or online stores. And put in Norman and it will show you their address. I've been in there. It's really, really cute. It's a really cute little store. Well, this is coming together nicely. Yay. It's not jumping on your end? Okay, good. She cuts the stamp off. That's good. You're supposed to, says Jeannie. I'm trying to figure out what we're supposed to be doing. Thank you, Vanessa. Hi, Laura Nicario. Do you sand over the top of your stamps first? Rita, I have heard someone say that. I never have. So if that's what I was supposed to do, I haven't. So if that would probably make this better, then I'm all for trying that out. But I know I never have done that before. But if Sally and Josie say to do it, and the other ladies say to do it, then by God, you should do it. And I apologize for not following the rules, but I have a tendency not to. When I'm making things and creating, I tend to just kind of do things my own way. And unfortunately, I end up figuring it out on the hard way sometimes. But that's kind of how I learn. I learn what not to do before I learn what to do. Sometimes. These are a lot of fun. They say sand lightly to hold the paint in the ink. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I have probably heard them say that and do that. I met Sally and Josie in September. Actually, I've met them twice. Last September, I got to sit down and have dinner with Sally and Josie, and the September before that as well. I just love those two ladies with all my heart. And that's why it was important for me to represent their company and sell their products, because they're just such a beautiful family, and I love their perspective on life. Actually, they did Friday Night Live with me. Directions are just suggestions, right? I'm not really a rule breaker. That's just it. It's just one of those simple. I'm not a rule breaker at all. Like I'm totally following rules. The only problem is it's like a recipe. I can't follow it very well. I just end up adding either too much sugar, or I add extra butter, or I do something that nobody called for, nobody asked for, but I have to do it my own way, and I don't know what that is, but it's not always the right way, Janine, so I appreciate you pointing that out, that for those of you, if the paint will stick a little bit better, she says, if you sand them, and that is exactly what Josie and Sally of IOD say to do. I'm having so much fun with this though. Whoop, whoop. And you can just keep adding flowers, you guys. You can keep adding, if you want more branches, you can come back and put the leaves in another color on top of the blossoms, which I think is what I'm going to do also for that. I mean, you can just keep playing this up and adding layers, and you can add birds. You can add different birds from going in different directions. I know I have, where is my bird? Okay, so I'm going to do one bird before I let you guys run. Or not run, but go. Okay, so this is one of the birds. What? There is no rules. No, just no rules. Laura, I can see that you might not follow the rules. I love you. I'm usually like by the book, total rule follower. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. But when I get new products and it's an art and a craft, I'm just gonna like grab the stuff and go. Like just throw it on there and just go, and then go. That might have been easier if I had done something a little different, but I have to learn like that. So I'm gonna take this bird and I'm gonna add I want to use this mermaid tail color. So we're going to make her kind of this mermaid tail that's down here. I want my bird to have a little bit of that blue in her. So let me get a different brush. And then I promise I'll let you guys get out of here. Or, of course, I'm not holding you here, but you know what I mean. For those of you wanting just to see the bird. I'm just going to put some paint on my bird here. And these stamps have been used a couple of times by me. Actually, I've used them probably 5 or 6 times. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to do this. I'm going to put like 3 or 4 different colors of this bird on here. That didn't make any sense, did it? I'm going to use 3 or 4 different colors to paint this bird. And I'm going to stamp it on there. And then I'll probably come back. Right now I'm just using the stamp and I'm literally just using my art brush to brush on the color. And I'm mixing. Tell you what, these things make you feel like an artist. Okay, so where do we want our bird? Doot, 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 doot. Let's do it right here. Everybody ready? Ta-da! She's mermaid tail mixed with mint chip, and she's blended in there in the middle for a color that we can call our own. Okay, let's do another one. Just press, 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 count to 5, and pull. Boom. And let's have one fading. Let's just have one fading over here. Just a little part of her. Real soft, yeah. There you go. So we can keep doing that. Has a vintage feel. It will definitely be vintage. It will definitely be sanded. And probably have a little bit of dark wax around the edges for the shading. And then the customer wanted me to use the branches bird. She loved this, love this look. So there'll be some layering, there'll be some shadows with the dark, and then there'll be some white going over it. There'll probably be some golden ticket, and anyway, we're not anywhere near done, guys. So don't even think we are. We're not even near done. We are not even near being finished. I will let you guys get. It's time to start some dinner. Thank you for being here. I will be on tonight at 8 o'clock Central Time. Go to DIY Paint and follow and like that page. I'm going to have Debbie on tonight, not Debbie Beard, Debbie Fimmer, and I believe she's in the Seattle, Washington area, and we're going to get to know one of our retailers a little bit better too. So I thank you. I appreciate you joining me. Lattice on the bottom or somewhere would be pretty. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate your suggestion. You guys have a great night too, and I'll see you tomorrow.